Okay, as all of you know, I had a problem with the dead battery. And I want to show you guys how I boosted it and what I used to boost and exactly how to hook it up. Now, there is a video online by Honda that shows you, but it's not very specific in showing you exactly where the ground is. And I wanted to make it easier and show you what I have used, and it worked. Now, this is the first thing I got here. I used a Schumacher. And there's the model. It's the SC10. I originally boosted this. It's good for tendering batteries and so forth. I originally purchased this because my riding mower was giving me trouble. So basically, I plugged this in. I hooked up the connectors. I chose a 10 amp boost, and I hit start. Now, I'm going to stop the video here just for a second. This particular Schumacher is no longer available. Now, I bought this pretty much for the ability to tender and boost my lawnmower battery. It's basically a riding lawnmower. This should work with any Insight. I only used a 10 amp boost in this case. I'm pretty sure you could use the 55 amp engine start. In fact, pretty much any battery booster out there should work okay as long as it doesn't exceed a 15 volts. Most of them are 6 to 12 volts and will work with most cars. In general, if it'll work with any 4-cylinder standard car, then you should be able to boost your Insight without any problems. In this case, 10 amps was more than enough to get Ruby started. The battery was pretty much dead, but it had just a tiny bit of life left in it. So you don't need anything super powerful, but pretty much I'd say just about any booster. This is also a battery tender, so I can't speak for tending the batteries. This is basically for emergencies. You can get yourself something like this. This one's not available anymore. But any kind of booster that can work with a 4-cylinder engine or whatever should work just fine on your personal Insight. Just remember, 15 volts is the maximum the car can take. You're not going to find anything that's going to do more than that. Just don't get something that's made to start the 8-liter diesel engines. I mean, that just might be a little overkill. That's as far as I know on this. So I'm going to continue the video now so you can see how it went for me. That's what I did. So I'm going to show you exactly how I hooked it up with my lucky ducky helper here, who's going to film. But before I do that, I'm going to show you the 2 spots that you hook up into the car and when you charge. I'm going to probably turn on the light on this thing too because it's kind of fucked up. So hang on tight, guys. And we're back. She's getting dirty in under here, so I'm going to have to get this cleaned at some point. This is where the battery positive is. Now, from here, you turn this way, and you look right down in here. That's where your negative is. That's where they tell you to hook your negative. So, first mistake I made is not understanding that when unclipping this, there's clips on both sides. There's a clip over here, pushes like that, and there's a clip over here that pushes also. Instead, actually, you push this one, and you push this one in. You actually push them, and you're supposed to push both sides in. And then, you push it, loosen it, push it, and lift it up. Of course, I didn't do that, and I broke this side's clip because I'm a moron and because that video isn't very specific. You then lay it over here, which is probably where you're not supposed to lay it, but I did it anyway, so bite me. Right here is your positive. That's where you're going to hook your positive lead. And again, I'm going to pull back to give you a good view. Turn this way. It's your dipstick. There is your negative hookup. That's where you're going to hook your negative. So, we're going to get into filming this again, so hang tight. And we are back. I've plugged this little puppy right over here into my little plug. Doesn't have a very long plug, so you might want to get yourself a good extension cord if you ever need it. As you'll see, the power is on, and it's set. What I did is I pressed this button, I believe right here, turns it to 10 amp boost. You don't want to do any more than that. That should be more than enough to do it. All right, your next step... And I'm going to hand this over to my trusty assistant.
Yeah, you just need one.
Make sure your finger doesn't get in there. Yeah. All right, you ready? Okay. Now, nice and close. You hook your positive right here. Right on there. Very simple. And if you move down here, see the negative is way down here. You hook your negative right down there. I think we might have missed it, but there's a negative down there. Your positive is right up there. At this point, you would hit your start button, you would get in your car, and Ruby will start up and be nice and happy. That'll give you a 10 amp boost and will not harm your car in any form or fashion. And that is how you boost your car. Highly recommend this little guy. I got him at Walmart. I'll look up the price and give you an idea what the price is, and we'll figure it out. And that's it for today. I want you to thank my assistants. She doesn't want to be on camera.
Idjit.
There's my first assistant, Idjit.
And he's done.
And
Daisy's over there.
we got Daisy, the second assistant, Daisy. Say hello to Daisy. All right, guys, that's it for boosting. I'm not going to boost it because she's in good shape right now, so I'm not going to give her any attitude. Take care, guys. Verdier out.